Let's go. What's up, bro? We got a podcast in the metaverse, bro.
Yeah. Who knew that this is what it was all building up to through the entire first season? And now we are here kicking off season 2 with all of you guys, a live studio audience.
Let's go. Every Tuesday.
A podcast. We didn't even know what was happening. We were 15 episodes into this.
It seems to be helping and impacting a lot of people. We'll see you every Tuesday on the Well Metaverse podcast. Peace.
I don't know why I chuck deuces. Like I don't chuck deuces. What was that? Here we are. Uh-oh, we got no volume. I'll have to fill it in. Hi, Aaron. I'm Jason Earls. How you doing? All right. Lolly, I'm going to bring you out real quick. Can you hear me all right, Lolly?
I can hear you. I cannot hear Jason, though.
All right.
It's so nice to see a non-boomer have, not that I know any boomers, but, one
cool.
struggling.
Well, while we're getting the audio stuff squared away, Alma Jean, boy, this is one of those messages that you can hear. This message has this message has better audio than Jason right now. Woot woot! And Bernice Loman. Hey, by the way, Bernice, it was nice to see you briefly in World the other day. Always good to connect with you, my friend. And hello. Kimberly Ann says first day of spring. And of course, we got a little bit of spring fever going on today. You got any spring fever, Lolly?
Well, more like spring flu. Yeah, I'm moving, downsizing a bit. My boys moved out. Like you can see, my coffee bar is a little bit more bare. They've taken their share of the mugs and stuff. And so it's a little bit, I'm happy. They moved to where they wanted to. They are totally prepared. They saved their money. They graduated from college a couple years ago. They've got their careers. Definitely time, but not time for me. So you should see the move. It was me saying, well, you guys, you should do. And they're like, thanks, Mom. I think you need to get home and do some stuff. Yeah, it's been.
So now, is this the first time that they're leaving? I know you said they graduated college. Have they moved out and moved back, or is this the initial launch?
No, they came home from college. One of them stayed at the dorms. The other one stayed off campus. But that wasn't for the whole time. They were at their campuses, and then they moved off the last year. So they did sort of, but that's a parent funded expedition.
Right.
And you're paying for the meals that they eat at the school. Yeah. So that's not quite the same as, oh my gosh, I don't have any toilet paper and got to pay my rent. So they're going to have to learn those lessons now. So
that's right. That's
right. Hi, Jason.
Hey, Lolly. So if you need some more kids, I got 6. So just name.
No, Jason, because I totally do. I'm so grateful for the metaverse where I still have kids to interact with.
I was going to say, now you only have like 3,000 in the metaverse.
Yeah, the timing couldn't have been better for me because I need to share. So I'm going to let you guys get to it.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing. And actually talking about spring fever and changing of seasons. It's neat to see our friend Lolly D changing seasons of life and
indeed
letting the little birds fly the coop. How you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm fantastic, brother. Fantastic, man. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of action around here in these parts. We're good, man.
Yeah. What do you got going on?
So, man, a whole building reno. We're we're renovating a pretty large space here at the church, man, and we're painted now. It's painted, and it's a big ordeal, man. It's
painted. That's so trims up and everything, or did you?
No, not trim. Flooring comes in today.
Okay,
and it's a whole fiasco. It's like if we wanted this carpet, the manufacturer has to create the carpet. So then we had to switch carpet so we can get it in timely manner. We got stuff coming from China, big LED screen TVs and all that stuff, and LED wall. Excuse me.
An LED wall.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
bringing the
bro.
metaverse into church.
Hey, it's funny, man. It's funny. Not a day goes by when I'm on this project. I was like, man, I need a metaverse version, man. I need a metaverse version.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, our friend Ace the Bay says beautiful sunny days on the horizon for the Soapstone. That's a little hint. He's dropping a little hint.
Uh-oh. We got a reveal coming?
Yeah, yeah. It's the new Soapstone that we're working on. It's actually I think that's probably why I've got this spring fever. I'm here in Michigan. We had a pretty light winter but now there's snow on the ground and it's like
I saw that yesterday.
yeah.
Insane.
I'm done with it. And then I go into VR and see all this beautiful work that's on the new Soapstone environment. And it's the kind of place that makes you want to go somewhere tropical. You couldn't say it better than Miss Alma Jean here with the little shady sunglasses, smiley face. Yeah.
So, dude, when can we expect for it to go public?
So probably early May is when we'll be able to launch. So what that means is we're probably getting within we're within 30 days of when we start promoting and really talking about it. So that's going to be an exciting time. There's been a lot of people that have come in for different filmings and stuff. So people have gotten different peeks at it and whatnot. And then we're going to launch it. And it's going to be good.
Do you already have the trimming up and done all the painting?
Yeah, we got the walls painted. We got flooring coming in. Actually, there is this cool feature to the flooring, like the main floor by the stage. It's got this look like it's retro from retro. Like it looks like somebody went in and tore up the orange shag carpet. And this was the linoleum that was underneath it. And It looks so cool. It's great.
So I just thought through this, man. You've had with the Soapstone nationally, you've had more publicity than most of the major comedy clubs.
It's true. There's been quite a bit of national interest in what's going on at the Soapstone and of course in Meta Horizon Worlds. It's it's a little bit of a season of calm and quiet when it comes to the media, I think right now. Like initially there was this huge surge of what's happening. I want to see what's going on. And then now it's a little bit of a calm, which is allowing worlds like the Soapstone and the platform in general to kind of get our bearings, get our feet soundly square in front of us and all that.
Well, my point of bringing that up is that, man, this is literally like building an in-world comedy club. This is like if not even it has more of an impact. So
yeah, and that's the challenge and that's the excitement of it. Because like in a way, the team at Inspire and myself and the leads and all the CSMs and CSPs and everybody that's involved in the Soapstone community, in a way we're game developers, but in a big way we're something different than that. We're a community of people that are putting on shows and events and experiences. So, but what does that mean? We don't really know yet. We're figuring it out as we go. So
that's good stuff. What's up, Carmelita? How you feeling? Some of the shippers.
Was she talking to me or you? Oh,
yeah.
Pastor Jay, that's probably you.
Yeah. Let's see. Stern says, getting ready for tour season. Hey, let's go, Stern.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. There will be a season where all of a sudden, like, I don't know what it'll be, but something will all of a sudden go boom and media attention will turn back and look and be like, okay, now what's happening?
So good.
Yeah. This free to laugh now says, please hold up the can you were drinking. I promise. Jason slowly says, this segment brought to you by
Yeah, that's what I was actually wondering. That, like, what kind of do you say? You say pop? Don't you?
Well, this is a seltzer. But yeah, I'm a pop guy. Oh, what do you got? Ethos water, huh?
Yeah, I'm saving the planet with my drinking.
Hey, yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, man. So it's exciting. It's exciting to look ahead to what's coming down the pipe or the pike. I don't know which it is ever. But
That's just right.
I just know it's whichever one I didn't say.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Is it pipe or yeah? I always, especially when I start writing it, I realize how ignorant I am.
Yeah. Oh
Is
yeah.
it
Yeah.
is it right off the back or the bat? Straight off the bat.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I feel like it's bat off the bat, right off the bat.
That's yeah. But as soon as somebody says something, you're like, what is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
shifts your
exactly,
confidence.
exactly. Free to laugh prefers San Francisco tap water. Yeah.
As he's from San Francisco. That's a little bias.
All right, all right.
Okay. So Final Four tournament. Yes. Who you got? You
I hardly even watch hockey.
that's great. March
Okay, all right.
Madness.
We have clarification from Gabriella. It is indeed Pike.
It
So
is?
it's right off the Pike.
I guess coming down the pipe.
and possibly bat. So so it's coming down the bat.
So I'm assuming
Coming
Pike
down
is
the
coming
bat.
down the mountain.
Yeah,
I don't know.
must be. Must be.
What is Pike? Gabriella, our in-house linguist.
Well, it doesn't have to do with the mountain. It has to do with the fish. It's right off the pike or coming down the pike. It has to do with the fish jumping from the water and grabbing the lure.
I like, I'm not falling for it.
Yeah.
Dude, my son is really good at that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I look at him like, shut up, man. Shut up.
No wonder you weren't buying it at all.
Yeah, no, man. I got four. Well, I got 3 teenagers in the house and 3 young adults. The turnpike.
Oh, right. Yeah, coming down the turnpike. I thought it was turnpipe.
And that's why people say the English language is so hard because we don't even know what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing like, man, dude, it's nothing like going to a foreign country and speaking English, and they ask, "What does that mean?" And
you're like, I don't know.
I'm blowing the whole reputation of the English language right now for a whole country. This village, they think it's straight down the coming down the pike.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to do it. People are just tuning in. They're like, "What is this show about?"
What in the heck is going on?
Two people just chuckling. Yeah. Actually, look at this. Now we got some more background here.
We got some research.
Pike was originally. Now it's been. Oh, look at this. All right. Pike. It was Pike originally. Now it's been modified to pipe. Both acceptable according to the internet gods. Lowercase g on that one. All right. We're bringing you out, Lolly, to say that we were both correct.
I was going to let you know when you're both right.
Yeah. Excellent.
Appreciate your research.
Yeah. Thank you.
It was so hard. It was so difficult.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
Great.
Oh, Andrew Paul Pistales says, "What's up, guys?
What's happening?
What's up?" Oh, he's throwing a hang loose sign too. That's cool.
Hey, let me ask you this, man. You being a metaverse guy, and I love for other people to participate in this. It's man, my family and I play a lot of games. And so, it's right now we have one is away in college, two of my college students are at the house, and so man, we're like, I was trying to create a game that we can play and take turns switching out going into the metaverse. I would love to hear what some suggestions are for big families because
I'll
we're
tell
not
you
gonna.
what, man. If you got headsets for everybody, me and some folks went into Survivor Horizon Island
Yeah,
the other day, and it's fun. It's a cool game. Like you go in
really.
there, and basically, it's Survivor, and it's CBS official, so it's all legit, and it's got real sound bites from the show and everything.
Yeah.
It's put together the right way, and you go in there and you get tribed up, and then you got to compete in immunity challenges and reward challenges and all this, and you go to tribal council and you vote people off.
Oh wow.
So it's rare that you can look to one person as the responsible party for the way a vote goes.
Yeah.
But this is right on time and appropriate. Miss Alma Jean says the tribe has spoken. Guess who single-handedly voted me off the island?
Oh
I'll give
wow,
you a
Alma. Yeah.
hint. Alma Jean, yeah, that should say Alma Jean has spoken because yeah,
Wow.
she's actually going to start thinking that I'm bitter about it because I haven't stopped picking on her since. But Alma Jean, no worries, I'm not bitter.
Dude, I saw man, what was funny was I saw on Instagram Live a friendly game go friendly hostile on Instagram Live. It was the greatest thing I had seen, man. So
Really?
so man, I forgot this guy name. We had him on the In World Well Metaverse show. And it was with man, why can I call my guy who has the spades room?
Oh, Hardy West.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hardy West. So,
I got,
dude, a
I
guy
got, yeah.
evidently Hardy West and this sister had beaten this guy, and man, he went to Instagram Live calling him out, dude. At first, I was like, "What's going on?" He was like, "Y'all, I know they watching. I see some of y'all call them, tell them meet me here." And dude, they came in and started razzing each other about the
Nice.
in-world game, dude. That was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. All right. Ace the Base says, "Is InWorld ever coming back?" That's a good thing. Maybe we should talk about. So, of course, Ace and Warfeather do the InWorld edition of this on Wednesday
Yes,
nights, and it is fun. It is
yeah,
a good
absolutely.
show. Um, I popped in. I think it was this past Wednesday, and normally it's way past my bedtime. But
Yeah,
I popped in, and it was pretty amazing to see how many people there were there with build questions. Like we're
yeah,
two comedians navigating explosive growth in the metaverse. They're two builders doing the same thing, and so
yeah.
people are coming in to really learn about that. But I don't know. We ought to figure out, maybe we do a combined episode on a Wednesday night or something.
Dude,
Where
it's kind of like, man, when let's see who was playing. It's like when Jordan took over the Bulls. Some of the old dudes try to come. Why come back though? Because the Michael Jordans are crushing it. We can show up though. I ain't.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
do think, yeah,
I mean, really,
it,
when something's working, why mess with it? And what they got going on is working in the metaverse. It's a good
yeah.
thing. But yeah,
Or it could be,
maybe we should be guests on their show. That's
yeah.
you know,
Or we could have a build version and just a comedy version. Who
yeah,
knows?
yeah. Well, and I mean, for that matter, like long term, well metaverse, like there's many ways to be well metaverse. We could have a dozen well metaverses just all happen in different instances in the same event, just
Absolutely.
all kinds of stuff. Yeah. All right. Stern reminds us that that's too early in the morning for us Europeans. Yeah, it's interesting.
That's just a funny
The
phrase. That's a funny phrase for me hearing that. It's too early for us Europeans. Like, what do you mean? It's
Yeah.
that's hysterical.
Indeed. Yeah. So you're between seasons right now because you're looking ahead to the church remodel being complete. The Soapstone is between seasons because we're wrapping up a build project. We're between seasons because we've got some really cool programming stuff coming up. Lolly is between seasons as the little birds fly the coop. They're not so little though. Who's watching is between seasons? What do you guys who are watching have coming up here? Lolly says that's why so many Americans, or that's why we have so many American Day events. Yep, that's right. Yep, American Daytime, or as Bart refers to it, European Prime Time, which
That's hysterical.
makes a lot of sense. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What I found the most difficult thing when you're in between seasons is how to let go. I don't know if you all find yourself. It's even letting go of people, letting go of the season, letting go of even stuff. You know, especially when you're remodeling. I don't know if you face that in the remodel, but it's like, man, I really want to keep that. But keeping that means not being effective in the season coming. You know, there's a verse, forget those things which lie behind and pressing on towards the mark.
And that is a very good point. Like maybe if we start getting spring fever, if we start looking ahead to that next season, maybe what we need to do is look towards pruning, so that when that season comes, we can be ready for the growth that comes along with it.
Yeah, pruning is difficult.
Oh, Alma Jean, the youngest will be graduating high school and going off to college. That's an exciting time.
Yeah, it's different from when the oldest goes.
Yeah, the oldest, yeah. But the youngest,
the oldest is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
The youngest leaving like, what time you leaving? What time do you gotta go?
Yeah. That's right. Sturm says maybe that world you have called Spring at the Soapstone. Yeah, I guess we do have a world called Spring at the Soapstone. It's kind of fun, outdoor games and stuff, all that. Corbin, this is Lizard Play, says wrapping up the slow smoothie season to go into the busy season comes with new hires, new cleaning list, new goals. He is involved with an ice cream place and smoothie place, and this is coming into busy season. He's one of the few people that I look up to physically. He's about 6'7". We got to meet in person, and there's a lot of people I look up to, on a intellectual level. But him, like he's a good 4 inches taller than me, so I gotta literally look up to him. Alma says, "Chuckle chuckers." Yeah. Kimberly Ann. Oh, sorry, Lolly. I great minds. We're pulling up the same thing. I'm between clothes closets, fall and winter on one, and spring, summer on the other. Yeah, me too. This is more my. This is.
So here's what I do. I don't have two closets. I have one closet. So the spring clothes in the winter go on the floor, and then. Then in the winter, and the spring clothes go back, hang back up, and then to throw the other winter ones on the floor. It drives my wife insane.
Yeah, you say that, and it like we were just talking about purging. We're in a definite need of a purge throughout the house. Closet management has fallen to the wayside. We've got things are overflowing. Yeah.
That's tough, man. It can be tough sometimes. My wife is really good. She's actually last week she spent cleaning her side of the closet, which looks amazing. I looked at it yesterday, man. And it's like, man, it's North Korea, South Korea. It's like it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Oh, Corbin. By the way, I didn't mean anything about that. No, all I was saying is you're tall. There's a lot of people included. I look up intellectually.
I look up
But
to
in
him
addition
only
to
physically.
that, not
Only
replace
physically.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Jackie says, slowly pruning things out of her life that no longer serve me, nor and new growth is already sprouting. That's what happens. I mean,
That's good.
that's pruning. You
Absolutely.
cut it down way further than you feel like it should be, and then that leaves room for new growth. That is pruning. Jalitza,
What's
hello.
up, Jalitza? What's
Yeah,
happening? What it
always,
do?
always good to see you, my friend. Yeah. Gabriella says, Jason, that's the way to do it.
Thank you. Thank you. Hang it up
Yeah.
or put it on the floor. Absolutely.
Yeah. I had to buy some new jeans because my other ones weren't fitting right anymore, which is actually good because I had to buy those jeans because my other ones weren't fitting so right anymore. And so
So
now
did you go
it's
up a
kind of
size or
like,
down a size?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
downsized this time. Yeah, it was,
Oh, let's
but that
go.
was following an upsize. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
like, man, I just spent quite a bit of money on a nice pair of jeans. And I'm on the
Now, are they
down.
legit jeans? Like I never knew this about jeans, but like it's a deal. Like you're not supposed to wash them, and like if you get them, if you get legit jeans, they don't really have much stretch to them at all, and you got to wear them so that they break in. It's like it was compared to like a pair of cowboy boots or something, but
Yeah, yep, exactly. These jeans, they kind of, as you wear them, they kind of fit your form. Yeah, these are those jeans. That what I used to, man, I used to think it was ridiculous to pay over $30 for a pair of jeans.
now you
Now,
can pay over $30 for a pair of socks.
right. Now it's what I recognized was the jeans that I wearing, the $30 jeans, especially being on stage, man, you'll be on stage and they rip. You wear them and they wear out quickly. So I've had to change my game, my jean game, because I'm on stage a lot and travel a
Well, and
lot.
so when you're on stage, now this might be news to you as a pastor, but when you're on stage preaching, there's a good portion of the congregation that's focused on what you're saying. And then
Yeah.
there's the rest that are kind of just daydreaming. And what are they going to do? They're going to look and see what you're wearing. They're going to like, it's
Yeah.
important. It's real important.
Yeah. The zipper works and nothing like being on stage.
Yeah.
Happened three too many times for me, man.
Just three too many, huh?
Dude, the first time, so here's the story for you. So the first time I'm touring with Michael Jr., right? And so we go to this event. I forgot where we were, but man, the place was jam packed. Like, man, 2,000 people and just jammed in this small building, stadium seating, and I'm on stage. And dude, I'm having a good time. Like I'm connecting with the audience. We're laughing. And you got that personal feel. And there was a little girl that was in the front row, like two rows back, and she looked at me like she was trying to give me a message. Like she was looking stressed out, and I was like, why is this girl looking at me like this? So I was going on trying to eyeball coming to her, okay, and then I just looked at her, and she was like, and I was like, she just tried to give me a message. I didn't get it, but I kept like she just tried to tell me something.
Yeah.
And she was beside her parents, and they were looking, and I was like, what did she try to tell me? So man, I end the set, and it was such a good set. Everybody's roaring, laughing. And then there are a group of pastors who are on this end, right? On like sitting in front of the stage on my left. They're laughing, they're dying laughing. And that's when Michael was sitting. So Michael Jr. walks on, as I introduce him, Michael Jr. walks up on stage and he said, again, after an amazing set, they're clapping, Santa clapping. He comes and he said, dude, your pants are unzipped.
This was after his set.
No, this was I
Oh,
did
okay.
my set. People stand up clapping. He walks up. We dap each other up, and he said, "Dude, your pants unzipped." And on stage, I just did like this. Everybody knew except for me, dude. And so the pastor told him, like, tell him on stage.
Yeah,
Dude, that thing
tell him on
was
stage. Yeah,
so
wow.
fun. Like, that's what
And
that little girl was trying to tell
that
me.
was probably the best laugh of the night. That's cool.
Oh
So that was
man,
only one of three, huh?
one of three.
Until you're
Second
like, I
time,
got to get a safety pin or something. Like,
second time, I was actually here. I wasn't a pastor then. I was just a youth guy, youth pastor, and I was speaking in church. And somebody came up. One of the old dudes walked up and gave me a note, and it just said XYZ. And I was like, and like when I speak, there's a very similarity to when I'm doing stand up comedy. It's a personal conversation. I'm connected with the audience, with the listener. So I call
you just don't
the
want to connect
audience out,
that much.
right? So I read. I'm like, oh snap! Well, y'all know the note says XYZ, and everybody laughed, and I was like, with every head bowed and every eye closed, y'all bow your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last time was about 3 weeks ago. I
Oh,
was on
nice.
stage. I was on stage. I wasn't preaching then. I was just giving kind of a welcome and announcements. And my wife came. My wife stood in the back, and she was like, "Your pants."
Wait, what's this?
That's like bringing you, buddy. No, dude. But man, I was, and I just said, so all y'all in here knew my pants was unzipped, and ain't nobody say nothing. Okay, I got y'all.
Yeah.
And I just turned around and zipped it up. Yeah.
Yeah. See, things you don't have to worry about in the metaverse.
You're right.
Yeah. Hey, a couple more folks are rolling in here. Brianna says, hello. Hope everyone is
What's up,
doing well.
Brianna?
We are doing well. And Howard, you got to get them real Wranglers, LOL. Yeah. J-Bag says, what's happening, fellas? Wait,
J-Bag.
Yeah.
Where you been, man?
I saw him and Mork last night. They do the stand-up showdown every Monday night in the Soapstone, and it's a lot of fun. They got some, and that's one of them shows too that it's like the commitment and dedication that Mork and J Bags have shown to that show, while it's kind of figuring out its groove. Like that's one of them shows that hasn't quite hit the spot yet to where it's going to just like boom, and to see them guys continuing to be faithful with it, continuing to be committed to it, and that it's really, really cool. But we got some ideas. We got some things to spice it up a little bit.
Consistency.
Yeah, that's it. Consistency, and they are consistent.
So,
Christy says, hello, everyone.
Man, one thing that happened in the Soapstone the other night, it was just a bunch of new folks in there. And dude, they were playing the dozens.
Playing the dozens. What?
I know a lot of people don't know that. Like typically, playing the dozens is something from the African American culture. Well, basically, it's where you exchanging mama jokes.
Oh,
so a lot of people think it's, if you're not from that culture, you think it's insulting because you say, your mama's so ugly. She stuck her face in some cookie dough and made gorilla cookies. Like so. So some people like, oh, that is so mean. But we're not talking about anybody's specific mama. The idea is like who can come up with the funniest, who can out funny the person with the jokes. And it's something that I grew up doing, as early as elementary school. I'm saying first and second grade. And man, to go into Soapstone and dude to hear it was some young kid on there telling mama jokes on stage, and then there was an adult right at the foot of the stage going back, and they were going back and forth. It was so amazing that I had to get into it.
The one is
Oh,
like, your mama is, and then the grown up was like, my wife is, like, and then at the end, the kid's like, thanks, Dad.
yeah. That's hysterical.
Yeah. That's why it's so difficult to put rules in.
Yeah.
Because there's much more importance to the spirit behind something than there is
Right.
behind the actual action. And yeah, I mean, you could have a situation. I mean, you can get into roasts, like Comedy Central roasts.
Yeah.
Like a lot of that stuff. Like, I mean, it's out of bounds. So don't misinterpret it, but it's not like it's not mean spirited.
Yeah.
By the way, this is not green light to have roast.
That's the dangerous about it.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly it. Like, yeah.
I had a friend.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had a friend who asked me for his birthday, could I roast him? And I was like, yeah, you don't want me to do that. I don't.
Yeah.
What a roast is from a professional standpoint, I don't want to do that, man. He was like, no, please. It would be an honor if you could roast me. I got some of my friends that I grew up with, college roommates. They're all going to roast me. And I really want a professional comedian to get up and roast me. And I was like, man, I don't feel comfortable, but if that's how you want me to honor you, I'll do it. And I did it. And I was miserable. I mean, I wrote the stuff. I mean, this is what we do.
Yeah.
I wrote the insults. And all of his friends. Thankfully, I went last. Had I gone first, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But his brother, his childhood friend, his roommate from college, and this dude's very successful financial planner. And we just at his house in his backyard. And they all went. And I was like, okay, this won't be so bad. I see him, I see his wife. I'm gonna murder him. And dude, I was like, it's kind of like I just internally I was cringing. I had my eyes closed, and I was saying, man, they laughed so hard. He was like, man, thank you so much. I was like, that is so weird.
Yeah, there was a season where the Grand Rapids comedy scene really got into roasts, and there were several different roast battles that came up. But I'll tell you what, it goes from, oh man, I'm honored and this is so fun, to I'm wounded so deeply that I'll never look at you the same way again. It goes from point A to point B with just one comment. And one of those will touch an old wound. One of those will touch a point of insecurity. One of those will hurt a little bit too much. And it's like, I mean, there's still bad blood right now between some people in the Grand Rapids comedy community because of roasts, and it's great.
I don't like them, man. I have a neighbor who's recovering alcoholic, and he said, man, one of the best birthdays was when it was just him and three of his buddies got together, and they just roasted him on the real stuff. He was like, it was great. Like,
yeah,
that's weird.
Yep. That's good stuff.
I'm anxious to hear what Sturm's best your mama joke from Lavelle Crawford is.
Oh, Lolly, get ready. Oh, wait, I'm bringing you out, Lolly. Look at that.
Listen, when I was in the Soapstone that night and they were doing the mama jokes, I was like, boy, Lolly would boot all of us out for 30 days if she was in here right now.
Oh yeah, Lolly Poppins. I've heard that. You know, those most embarrassing thing you were talking about with your jeans. I got a couple of those myself. If we ever show, one involves toilet paper, and yeah. So anyway,
Oh, I got one of those too.
oh yeah, those are, and it happened at Universal, which I have another one from there that we don't need to talk about. But anyway, so yeah, Universal Studio and I don't know. Anyway, so
long and checkered past.
you have no idea when you get this old stuff. There's stuff out there. Anyway, anyway, let's talk about the Soapstone for a minute, because we're going to talk about our featured show. Our featured show this week is the Improv, which is hosted by Cobra Stone Ranch and Lizard Play, who are two of our most conservative type dudes. No, those two couldn't be better suited for that show. It's hilarious. They're hilarious. You meet them anytime in the courtyard, you're in for some laughs, because those two are fun. But that show is always great. Improv is always wonderful, but they're particularly good at it. And everybody I hear that goes to it just has a great time. So yeah, check out the Improv. That's on Saturday nights. I always get the time wrong. I think it's 9:30 Eastern. Is it 9:30? Okay, 9:30 Eastern. Yeah, so check that one out. It's a very, very good show. But as always, we have so many fun things happening. We've been really welcoming a lot of new adults into the Soapstone. They've heard about our chill spot, which is working very well, because it's always been a great place to go. But, we all know some people weren't real thrilled with, we have a big kid population too, but they're starting to sort of find their spaces and coexisting really well. And I noticed a bigger community starting to gather back at the Soapstone, looking at it just from a little bit different perspective. And it's been working really well. So yeah. All good stuff.
It is interesting. If you go back to the original Soapstone, at the time, the platform was 18 and up. So the Soapstone was 18 and up. And it still had the same, clean comedy setting. But there was a little bit of flex here and there. Instances kind of ran themselves. And when we expanded that to include the juniors, which I'm very, very glad the juniors are included, but it did change the vibe and the nature of that. So yeah, it'll be interesting for us to figure out as the platform and as the Soapstone community continues to grow, how we can allow adults to have adult time and kids to have kid time, and all, like you said, kind of coexist. Maybe not at the same time at the same place, but all be able to coexist and all be welcome. So
yeah, and I think a lot of the really top builders are starting to really embrace it too. They're all starting to say, well, they're here and they really do deserve a space here, just as we all do. And so things are happening out there that are, creative things that are happening out there to deal with all of the diverse ages and stuff. It's great. Horizon Worlds is incredible. It's the best platform, I think, out there. It's wonderful. So all good stuff.
I'm a fan as well. All right.
Well, that's not just me. That's me. I kind of get around in Horizon Worlds, talk to a lot of people. I do. And I hear it all. But I noticed the tide's turning a little bit. People are starting to say, well, we went out there thinking this was, forget this place. They're going to let kids in here. They're back. And they're going, well, we found out that this is a pretty good place to be. So that's good. All good stuff.
Yeah. Well, and we'll continue to create a place for everybody. And that includes kids, and that definitely includes adults.
For sure.
Yep. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the same time at the same place. It can be, there can be experiences that are focused on different age groups. So.
Yep. It's happening. It's all happening, Aaron.
It's all happening, indeed.
I'm standing up today because my son took the stools. I don't have a
all
stool.
right.
Now that they've moved, they just keep coming back here going, I need that. And I'm like, wait a minute. I think I want, oh, never mind. I'll buy a new one. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm going.
Isn't that amazing? Kids decide for you that you no longer need anything that you really need.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
They're just like, my son took my scale out my bathroom. Just like, you don't need it anymore.
Hey, you ought to thank them for that. Those things are nothing but trouble.
But they're taking pictures off my wall. I go, I think I was going to hang that in my new place. Okay, never mind.
They're the coffee cups. Like they cleared you out of coffee
Oh my
cups.
gosh, those are the old ones they didn't want. So now that's all I got it. Anyway.
Toilet tissue. You don't need that. I can take all the rolls you have. Like,
yeah, you want to keep them stocked up on toilet tissue, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you have to make a choice between rent and toilet paper? It's a tough choice. So
yeah.
I get it.
Right. Cool. Well, you got any music queued up for us to do our outro? Anybody? No. Oh, you're just gonna leave me out here doing this, huh?
Oh, I got
Jason's
you.
the music guy.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to be back here.
Where you at, girl?
I'm too short.
So, all right, Sturm says something that could only go along with this music. Toilet paper.
There we go. Oh yeah, there's a good one. We're always foolish.
So Mayhem, I'm sorry to inform you, this is actually not Slayer. This is I've been Googling.
Or Disturbed. It's not Disturbed either.
We Googling stuff that we can't find in our house because our kids.
All right, everybody. This has been so much fun. Thank you for being a part of Well Metaverse. Thank you for being part of the Soapstone, and we will see you all very, very soon.